Okay, so we're going to be doing some Michael Craig Martin themed illustrations today. The first thing you're going to need to do is get your image and make sure it's opened up into Photoshop. Then, just to make sure that it's a good size to be printed out, go on to File, New, and then you'll go over to Print, View All Presets, and then go down to A3. Make sure it says 300 pixels per inch here, and then click Create. Then I'm going to grab my image. So I've just found this picture off the internet. Of course, you can use your own. It's just one of the lino tools I own. And then we're just going to fill that up. Now, it doesn't matter if this goes pixelated because we're not actually using the image. It's just like tracing kind of what we're about to do. So place that on there. And then we're going to go for a new layer. And we're going to go over to the pen tool. Click on that. And we're just going to lay down these anchor points. So these are just bits at the kind of the points of the image, any bit that will be at the end of a curve or anything like that. I'm just going to put these down here, connect it up. Then I go back to where the pen tool is, click it, and go down to the convert point tool. Now you might want to zoom in for this a bit. And then you just twist it and move these bits just to trace what you can see. It doesn't need to be perfect, but obviously try and be relatively close to how it looks. Like, for example, there's like a little dip there, but I'm just going to round that off in there. And then I'm going to, depending on what you're using, right click or two finger click, whatever, and I'm going to fill the path. Now what you can do is obviously get one of Michael Craig Martin's images and kind of steal his colour palette. So I can use my eyedropper tool. Let's go for this pink. Go back over. Go back to the pen tool and go back to fill path. And then content, you want it to be colour, and it will come up with your little gradient. And you just click on the colour that should be down here for you. Click OK. Click OK. And there we go. All you then need to do is go to brush set, not brush settings, go to paths. That's what I wanted. Click off, and then it will get rid of the lines for you. Now, what I might want to do is put this line here in as well. Now, to do that, I'll just put another layer up there. Go back to my pen tool. And I just want to fill this around there. And I'd only need to bend these bits. And then I can fill path again. What I'm going to do, as it's pink as well, is I'm going to fill the path with pink again. Click off the path. I'm going to create a clipping mask. But then I'm also going to turn this on to multiply. So you can see you get that different tone to it. And then I can just repeat what I've done there to the rest of the image, which I will show you, but I will speed it up. I will now need to select a background, so I'm going to nick the red from this as well. Zoom out, do a new layer, so I can get rid of the Lino tool layer now, and I can do a new layer there, which I will then go over to the bucket fill, and I can just click that there. Now the part that's missing at the moment are the outlines. He has a consistent black line, same weight around the whole thing. All I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the layers, double click, and then I can just go to stroke, and then make sure the position is outside, make sure the color is black, and then I'm going to go up to 10 pixels, I think would be good, and I can just repeat that. So again, click on this, double click, and I can just click stroke, and it will do it automatically for me now. And I'll do that on each layer, click stroke, everything's sorted. And that is how you create a simple version of Michael Craig Martin's work. Now, if you wanted to do multiple objects and have them kind of on the one canvas or layered over, it'd be best to do one at a time like this, and then go to the top, select everything to do with the image except the background, and then put them in a group. And then if you were going to do another one, so something completely different, you'd just do a new group, another group there, and then you'd fill that with all your new layers to trace something you might want to turn off, obviously, other parts of that image. But just to show you what I mean, I'll just duplicate this one, and you can see I've got two there. Click this one here,